Well, hi, Pat. How are you today?
Very good. How are you today?
Oh, good, thanks. We're glad you're here for this interview.
I am too. Yeah.
Well, you've got a lot to be proud of. You've just finished the class with Delta College, the accelerated.
Yes. And accelerated is a good word for it. It's a very intense course, but at the same time, you gather so much knowledge. It's almost like you retain more at this pace. It is, it's a major draw on your time. You have to commit yourself, and myself, I figured I was here for 8 hours, and I probably spent another 6 at home, and just for homework and stuff like that. But and, you make a commitment to something, and I was here every day, always on time, and ready to go to work. So
Just what employers want.
well, and I've always had that work ethic, so
Yeah.
it makes it easy.
You have a history of working with manufacturing.
Yes, yes. I was a die setter for about 12 years, and basically, I was a senior die setter. I trained all the die setters that went through the plant that I worked at, but they closed the doors. It happens, and
Yeah.
that seems to be a lot of things that are happening these days. And I've been doing a little bit here and there, but not as much as I would have liked to. There's not a lot of demand for die setters right now, so I'm gone to a different field. I enjoyed the CNC. I like the idea of being able to write a program and actually make a part from it. So that
Yeah, you see it right from beginning to end.
yes,
That's
yes,
cool.
and you can take and you can run it through. You can step by step. You can take and you can see just exactly where the tool is going to be traveling and what kind of tools you have traveling there. So it's very interesting. I like the hands-on too. Manually, I loved mills and lathes. I like making parts.
What was your favorite part to make during this class?
My favorite part, I would have to say turning threads. I've never done it before, and by the time they were done, I'm very confident. I even found a way to lead myself back into the screw path, because I had to back out of it. But I found a way to lead myself back into it, and I had a very good instructor. He took pains with everybody, to make sure that we understood what we were doing. So it just makes what we're doing that much easier to do.
What would your fellow students or people that you worked with in the past say about your work ethic and ability to get along with others?
Actually, my work ethic is great. I take and I not only take time to focus on what I'm doing, but I don't mind passing on. If I see a better way to do something, I pass it on. I say, hey, don't do that. If you take and you go this way, you won't have to be fighting that, like you are. So I share what I know, and I'm willing to take criticism. If somebody says, hey, the same thing, hey, there's an easier way to do this, I'm going to listen to them, because I'll take all the help I can get.
Yeah.
And you always want to keep an open mind, because there's always better ways to do everything.
When you think of an employer, what are you looking for?
I would like to find a shop that basically they want to take something from idea that somebody had and put it to work. Say, well, we've never made this before, but what do you think? You think you can give it a shot? Yeah, I'd give it a shot. I would take and it doesn't matter whether it be on the mill, lathe, even the CNC machine. I'd be thrilled to jump right into it. I'm pretty much a go-getter, so it makes it easier, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I take a lot of pride in what I do. I want to get it right the first time. But you know, even if I were to make a mistake, you know, there's ways to correct them. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, as long as you don't get too upset or, you know, frustrated or anything like that,
Yeah.
you can still, you know, get the job done and put out a quality part.
Well, good. Well, thanks for coming in for this interview, and we'll see what happens.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, nice to change the career and try something different.
Yes, and like I say, I've had a lot of careers, and but and I've enjoyed them all. You know, it's just you have to deal with your capabilities. You know, and I'm very versatile. So,
Yeah, and you keep learning.
yeah, well,
That's great.
you know, I've gone to the point. You know, like I say. I've done everything from build an engine to, you know, build a house. You know, and I'm very, I'm mechanically inclined. Anything to do with my hands, I'm good.
That's great, Pat. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.